So, we left you off at a bit of a non-standard ending point for the last session. But we did leave off at a rest stop, at least. So we were responsible about that, at the very least. You've stopped slightly further up the road at the Sasquatch Crossing Eco Lodge. But yes, you're still not stopping here for very long. You just needed a waypoint for 10 to 15 minutes or so to get your bearings again, make sure you're still going the right way, and figuring out where you're going to go now that you've eluded the first of the teachers that you've managed to, elude. Vroom Vroom Valencia, whom you managed to trick into driving off in another direction and ignoring you.
Got him.
You still have your magic shield boat that you've flown in on.
Mimi's still flying around the boat.
So should we just continue onwards in this fashion?
I think somebody made the mistake of mentioning that it might be a good idea to re-up the magic on the boat since you're at a rest stop. So maybe that's a good idea.
I did say that. Oh no.
Okay.
I mean.
So you have come quite a ways now, and you did stop for a bit, so makes sense.
Wow.
So I think this is a communal magic thing. It's mainly Cosmeaux Natalie's magic, but I think you were all contributing to it in some way, right?
I made the shield.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was controlling the wind currents we were riding on, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I contributed.
I was using telekinesis.
Yeah, I don't think I contributed to the making of the boat, but I think I was using my limited foresight to spot any teachers or obstacles in our way.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So probably just to re-up the magic on that, we would just need to do another ensemble performance to get that re-strengthened again and see how that's going to go for the second leg of this journey.
Would you call this a new session?
I would not, unfortunately, because we're not doing start or end of session for this. We're basically treating it as a continuation of the previous session.
That's so fair. Let me put my ladder away so I can stop reaching for things.
Challenge needs to get a bit more challenging as you go.
Fair.
So true.
But I think we said this was an ensemble magic last time, so it makes sense to do the same thing again, I think.
I can't focus.
Oh.
I'm outside. There are bugs.
Oh, you're also nervous, it seems like.
Yep. Oh, that's been there the whole time.
This is going to be fun.
That's been there since the first session.
Okay. So should I roll for magic?
Once we have answered the questions for ensemble performance, then we'll figure out what you're rolling with. So first, does any participant have a +2 or higher in magic?
Yes.
Let's add 1. Do all participants have +1 or higher in magic?
I do.
I do.
Does anyone not have +1 or higher in magic?
Mm-mm.
We can do.
Nope. Okay.
I think we're all magical.
So that's another +1 for that.
Nice.
Next question in that case is irrelevant. And do all participants have at least one sync with one other participant?
Yes.
All right. In that case, you would be rolling with a +3 modifier on this. And people are free to use, sync or, Liv, I know you have a move that might apply to this as well.
It's only once per session, and I think I did it already.
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so +3.
Yes, +3, and you can use sync on it if you want afterwards.
Okay, so I'll press the button
Good luck.
to roll the thingies.
Woohoo!
Ooh!
Nice.
We're good.
With the +3, that is an 11.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So that basically gets you your perfect magic boat. You're all refreshed. The time resting out near the front of the lodge was time well spent.
Great. So you're able to just kind of rechannel our energies and get everything back to, I guess, neutral, no worries, and yeah, feeling good about
the
this.
main benefit of this being that I will not mess you up with problems with your boat later.
Yay!
Yeah. Mimi spent the rest time buying energy drinks at the lodge.
Oh dear.
I'm helping you carrying them to the boat.
Thank you. I got provisions.
I wonder, is the boat see-through? Because if it's transparent as a shield, then it's if someone were to look up and see several teenagers and a whole bunch of energy drinks just floating in the sky.
Mimi's magic is made of pale blue light. So yeah, it's probably translucent. Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's probably just, like, semi-opaque enough that people can't, like, be creepy and look up at teenagers from underneath.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fair. Yeah.
But enough that you can clearly make out the silhouettes of cans in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Natalie, what kind do you like?
I actually don't usually drink energy drinks, but thank you.
This
I'm a
one's
tea
Raging
person.
Raspberry.
Oh wow. You know what? Let's hold it, and if we'll see if I need a little bit of a boost later.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you very much, though.
no problem. Provision.
Yes. Thank you.
Never let it be said I can't survive in the outdoors.
Yeah, no, you're a star. Like, you got this.
Ah, bug!
Okay.
And Mimi just starts kind of flailing around.
Wendy's gonna, like, blow a little gust of air so this bug, like, just gets carried away.
Right, never let it be said I can't survive outside. Thank you.
Never doubted it.
Okay. Are we all ready to continue this journey?
Let's go!
Yeah, let's ace this test.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do it. So I guess we'll just continue on the path, as it's been set thus far. Let's see.
Yes, so you're basically just going to continue along the road as set and no shortcuts?
I don't know if we. Well, what do you all think?
The shortcuts look like there would be bears there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly asked for the sake of the listener. If we were to be looking at a map of this road, it's basically like a big backwards L shape. So it would be quicker to cut diagonally across in some way towards it, but it would probably be safer to stay on the road.
Yeah.
We're about to cross a bunch of mountains, it looks like, also. I don't know how big the mountains are, but
Yeah,
I
or
feel
like
that
what
would
kind
get...
of weather
Yeah.
they would
There's
have.
definitely some mountainous terrain, yeah.
Yeah. I think that would cause a lot of issues for weather reasons and then just, like, obstruction reasons as well, so...
Although you do have a weather controller on your team.
Yeah,
You do.
but I wonder, I mean, just speaking, like, obviously I'm not windy, but I do wonder about, like, how much, like, there would be, like, a big difference or something like that. Yeah. Weather-wise, because there's often a lot of... Yeah, but again, I don't know the altitude of the mountains, and I know that's also another big factor.
No worries.
So, yeah.
Yeah, how difficult
I'm
would
going to
it
say,
be?
for the sake of it, maybe it's not real in terms of what the real world is there, but I'm going to say the mountains are, like, it would definitely be more difficult to go through there, but I'm going to say it's not going to be like, oh, you definitely shouldn't go through there. It's way too hard.
Right.
I mean, if it's not, like, impossible, I'm down to try.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm willing to keep an eye on the future in case we run into anything.
Oh,
in the
that's so
woods.
true.
Yeah, because it feels like almost obvious that this would be a way to cut across, you know? So I wonder if they're going to be putting a teacher or two in this area.
Yeah.
I feel like there would be a teacher in either spot. If, like, it's dangerous to go diagonal, but it's, like, safer to go straight through. But because it's safer to go straight through, I feel like there would be an obstacle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
I could be thinking too into it.
If I was a teacher, I'd be on the road. But if I was a bear, I'd be in the woods.
Bears do like the woods.
Can't fault the logic there.
And
Bears
if we're
do like the
looking
woods
at-
in downtown.
You
know what? That's
wanted to-
listen. To be totally fair to Aaron, bears also do ballet in this universe. So.
Yeah, that is true.
I'd be willing to go over the mountains if you guys are.
Little did Mimi know that bears are expert climbers.
I wonder if we should have a backup plan in case we need to make a quick escape from somewhere. Like maybe my agent should go, elsewhere or like near the road or down the similar path or something like that. There are a few trails in the mountainous area I can see, but yeah, what do you think?
As if on cue, your agent walks out of the lodge carrying yet more energy drinks to load into her own car. Like, so have you guys figured out your plan yet?
We were thinking of going over the mountains.
Well, I definitely can tell you can't follow you that way if you go that way, but I will follow as best I can from the road, regardless.
I mean, we could keep going over the main road.
Yeah. I worry that there are going to be things in the mountains that they can't help us with,
Okay. Yeah, so let's follow the main road then.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, either way, like, I can cover us in cloud and mist pretty easily. Like, of the things that I do, that doesn't require that much focus.
That's good to keep in mind. I think that will help a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like we have come to a decision. They all sound like you're going for the main road.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. In that case, I think you can set off in your boat in that case. I won't ask you to roll again for setting up like the mists that you described, because I'm presuming that that's just part of the boat magic that y'all set up with your previous roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like a visual flare, so...
True. But yeah, so you're gonna set out right along that road. I think it's like not like the fastest way to travel there, but like considering like there's no mountains in your way, it's still not like impeded much, especially since you're flying over traffic.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say you as you travel down the road this way, keeping an eye on where your agent is down below you, and making sure you know kind of how far you are from your eventual target. I'm going to say once you reach the bend in the road, basically, the big bend in the road that takes you from going roughly east to roughly north, you're going to start seeing some interesting weather patterns forming along the route as you're heading up around the bend. And Windy, the clouds look fairly intimidating even for you, who is used to controlling intimidating-looking clouds and weather patterns. They're
great.
They're large, they're big, they're dark, they're like, and they're rolling in quite quickly.
Okay.
What do you think, Windy? Do you think we can handle this?
Yeah, are you okay?
I mean, okay, I'll be honest, I've never done anything like this before, but, it's a test, and that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to push ourselves. So, yeah.
We're here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need us to do anything to help make this easier, like to kind of face this, let us know,
Thanks. Yeah, no, I think I can do this.
So can we see, like, how far out this weather pattern goes, like these clouds or whatever?
Yeah, like it's starting to roll across the bay from where you see Echo Island is across the bay. And it looked at first as you were approaching from the, like, going west to east, you could see them. They looked like they were sort of in the distance at first, but then you realized that they were actually much closer than you thought they were, and they're actually, like, basically right above the lake. And they're looking like they're going to roll right over top of you, like, any second now. Especially since you're in the air.
Mimi just kind of slowly extends a can labeled, like, magnificent mango mistake.
Yeah, no, I think Wendy and Mariah are not, by default, big energy drink people, but yeah, no, she's gonna crack that boy wide open.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, and she's just gonna like throw it back and just chug the whole thing. Right. Mm-hmm. Just think like a cloud. Think like a cloud. Think like a storm. A storm wants to move. A storm wants to cover. A storm wants to just get out of my way. And that's like.
And I think as you say "out of my way," as if the storm senses you trying to like think about it in its direction. You hear a gigantic thunderclap emanating from within this big cloud.
Ooh.
And a flash of lightning within.
Aaron, if you make me fight
Very
Zeus,
threatening.
God of Storms, I'm literally in the screen.
Can I...
Thor or any of those fuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I use some of my like move prediction, Aaron, like during this storm to see if like this is
Yeah, absolutely you can. Let me just see here. Probably like how do you want to approach that then? Probably like a read magic or something would be a best way to handle that, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And that is...
And since that's like literally your power, I'm going to give you a +1 on that, let's say.
Ooh, nice. So my magic is 2, so that'll be +3 overall.
Or actually, hang on, let me use a fancy new thing I added to the book in between episodes that we can do now. I added an advantage and disadvantage section to the book.
Oh,
yes.
So do I roll 3d6?
So we can actually roll with... Yeah, we can actually do 3d6 and take the 2 highest dice.
Nice.
That would be how advantage would work in this situation.
All right. So I'll do 2d6 plus 2 and then add 1d6 afterwards.
Sure. So on the dice you have 2 6s and a 4, so I think that's going to be pretty good regardless.
Nice.
All right.
Before even adding anything. So you get a perfect 12 on this. So
yeah.
On a read magic. Let me read the text of this because I don't know if we've used this yet. So it's when you tap into the magic around you for answers beyond the physical, you roll plus magic, and on a 10+, the MC will give you a detailed and relevant piece of information that could not have been found by any other means. So I think this is basically just your power working exactly as intended.
Nice.
As you look into this cloud, actually first give me a little bit of flavor about how your power works as you do this.
Yeah, I think that the blindfold made of runes surrounding the oracle's eyes kind of pulse, and then a 3D representation of the surrounding environment, but miniature, like spreads out from them, kind of on the deck of this ship, and I think there are like little points on this like 3D model, like pinpointing like, you know, where something's going to happen magically or where the user is. So it's like a 3D map kind of.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So you get some interesting readings from looking at this map. You definitely get like the hollow projection basically of the thunderclouds rolling in towards you. And there's definitely like a big center of power in there, and a lot of the power is going to come from there. However, here's the wrinkle. The user of this power is not actually in that cloud. They are elsewhere. They are further below you.
Oh.
They are controlling this cloud at a distance further down below you. So I probably won't be super specific on where exactly the person is other than telling you that they're on the ground somewhere nearby.
Okay, yeah.
But you will get a perfect read on where their initial lightning strikes are going to go.
Nice.
And since I think the weather user of this group is the obvious person to target if you're already targeting this group, I think there's definitely going to be a big one that will be coming Wendy's way.
Yeah, and I'll just like open a portal like in between Wendy and this lightning, and then just like have it basically teleport it over the water.
All right. Yeah, no, I think that works beautifully. You hear, you see before you hear this flash of lightning from the cloud arc towards your ship, but before it can even hit, Oracle has already opened a portal in front of Wendy to shield her, and the lightning, very cool, like Portal the video game style, goes through the portal and out the other side towards like the lake below and crackles off the surface of the lake in a really cool way.
I got you, Wendy.
Wow, that was nice. This is feeling really dangerous. Maybe we should divert ourselves a little bit. Wendy, are you okay?
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think we should. I mean, it's your call. And like, even though she's trying to say like, yeah, I'm fine, I do think it's very obvious to these people who know her very well that she is rattled.
So should we go up the mountain?
I don't think it's going to let you. The cloud is actually starting to move even faster now. It's very clear now that this is not a natural cloud formation if it weren't obvious already. And it is going to actually move, like, in front of you to block the way forward, both, like, above the road and on it. It's starting to go down towards the ground below to form, like, a wall of thundercloud, basically, that is pulsing with electricity inside.
Fair enough.
Do you think maybe I should go, like, see the person one-on-one, and do you think that's maybe the best call?
I mean, I think you can do anything. I think you're very, very powerful and very, very cool. But I also think that maybe in a one-on-one fight with a teacher, you might not win.
No, that's fair.
Also, we're a team. We'll be there with you if it comes down to that.
No, I mean, I know, but, like, I still want you, the boat to be okay and for everybody else to be okay.
What if we just speed our way through it?
What if we find the teacher and whip cans at their head?
The empty ones, or?
No, the
sure.
full ones. They got more oomph.
Teacher shouldn't be trying to hit us with lightning.
Yeah, that is kind of scary.
That was very dangerous.
What if...
As if in response, lightning glances off the side of the ship.
Yeah, right.
Mimi shakes her little blue fist at it.
I'm gonna, like, try to, like, shoot lightning back at this lightning, like my own round of lightning.
Yeah, do it.
Briefly, in this wall of cloud and lightning, you see, like, a little cartoon face form that does the, like, little anime, like, pulling the bottom eyelid down and sticking the tongue out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no. Wendy's gonna do that back. Wendy's gonna, like, lean over the side of the boat and just...
I want to tell Wendy where kind of the general direction I was feeling the magic user was coming from.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that was, like, down below you and off to the right-hand side of the road in the tree line, like near the water-ish.
I wonder how safe it is for them to be under the clouds as well.
And next to that water.
Yeah.
Can we maybe, like, create a wave somehow and try to, like, wash them away?
I could redirect my telekinesis towards it. I've never tried it with water before, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Wendy? Can you do you have any water manipulation with your weather powers? We've never seen you do anything quite like that.
I mean, I can control rain, definitely. I don't know, Erin, what do you think? How much water do you think Wendy's weather control allows her? Because obviously there's some manipulation of H2O, not just in terms of, like, rain, but also, like, the fact that she can manipulate clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably your powers would lean more towards smaller volumes of water, especially, like, particles of water, rather than full sheets or, like, gallons and gallons of water together. You probably could make it happen if you really wanted to, but I think it probably would, maybe in this case, be like a disadvantage thing if you wanted to do that.
What if Mimi and I kind of distract them with some light and, you know, like, well-placed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing way too much D&D because my literal first thought was like, you distract them, we dump them in water, and then I hit them with lightning. And I'm like, wait, no, literally can't kill my teacher.
Non-lethal
School
lightning
probably would
damage.
not look very kindly on you for that, grades-wise.
We'll just take out that last step. We just won't take that last step.
I'm gonna go be a distraction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't have to hurt them, we just have to stop them. So first is figuring out where they are enough to
and you know that
distract
part of your
them.
classes this year have been not just creating magic, but incapacitating other magic users, because that's a big part of Super Idol battles.
Right.
Battle.
Okay, so should we start?
Sure.
Yeah, like who wants to enact phase 1 of the plan, and what is it?
I think phase 1 of the plan is, if I'm understanding this correctly, the Oracle and Mimi making nuisance of themselves with the powers of knowing where the teacher is and being annoying.
Yeah, I think that the Oracle's making like portals appear and disappear, and then maybe Mimi can like shoot distracting balls of light.
Yeah, and like flag the portals to just like appear at random places.
Yeah, because we don't know specifically where this person is, and like, you know, maybe they won't know where we are either, and yeah, that might be a little bit distracting.
Yeah, laser show. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you could do this a couple different ways. I could see this either being another ensemble performance if you're doing this like so in sync together that you just want like a general success on what you're doing. Or you could both roll this as an upstage if you specifically want like benefits from the upstage list. Because this is very much interfering with someone's efforts.
True. What do you think, Mimi?
I'm just looking at my abilities. I'm not great at upstaging because I'm just not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Given that it would be an upstage, I think you would be rolling Diva either way.
Oh, Mimi's bad at Diva.
Unless you can make an argument for why this should be magic instead.
I would like to use my ability a new trick.
Ooh.
To use a basic move in an unorthodox way.
Yeah.
So that I can't roll Diva. I roll magic instead, Aaron. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me roll Diva.
Got him. All right, I guess.
No, this is what this move is designed for.
I can't think of a way to roll Harmony or Charm, but I'm gonna roll Magic.
Perfect.
Let's go.
All right. In that case, since it would be a basic move that you're trying to do, I'm gonna say in that case we'll do what we said. I'll ask for a flourish from Oracle to set up the locating of the teacher, and then an upstage from Mimi, but rolled with plus magic by use of a new trick.
Yes.
All right, here I go.
Everybody follow that?
Yeah.
Yes.
A 7.
7.
All right. So for a 7 on Flourish, on a hit, you achieve the magical effect that you wanted, but with a downside. So you get to pick a downside from the Flourish list.
Ooh. All right, let me see. I think that it is. I think I strain myself. Let's see. I think.
Sure.
Yeah, things are getting like a little bit dicey, and so the Oracle is starting to feel nervous.
Makes sense to me.
Even the super cool Oracle is nervous.
Yeah, because we're riding through a storm cloud. What?
Yeah, you're getting closer and closer to it, and as you're doing so, you're using your power to get a closer lock on where exactly the magic user here is. And sure enough, you do eventually lock on to their mind, their magic power, whatever it is you would lock on to. And it's a teacher you recognize. It's not one you have fairly regularly, again, similar to Valencia. But it is a teacher that you've heard of. It's Mr. Kasdan, alias Thunder Squall. And his powers are indeed like electromagnetic storm magic and super speed.
Boo.
Boo! We hate this man.
Wendy, who's canonically younger, is like, boo, you hack the original.
Boo this man.
Boo this man.
Boo this man.
I mean, he can't fly, at least. You got that over him.
That and many other talents.
That's why he's stuck on the ground.
Aaron, you're not going to be able to make me feel bad about this man.
You're not.
No, it's...
Yeah.
No worries. I'm not meaning for you to feel bad for him.
Now we're going to put him in the ground.
I'm meaning to make him a little bit more pathetic in that way.
No, we're going to put him in the ground. You're so right, Kat.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll them the dice.
But as you lock onto him, you kind of get a sense of where he is. You can also get kind of like a vision of him, and you do see that he is wearing an electrical insulated suit.
Oh. Yeah, maybe this like 3D map around the Oracle kind of like zooms in, and so everyone on the boat can see where this teacher is and what he's wearing.
Oh wow, he's lightning proofed like a chicken.
Oh, okay.
He does look like a big old dork. He's wearing like the suit. He's got like a helmet as well. Like a bike helmet, not even a cool helmet.
Listen, I'm being shady. Wendy is actually very sweet. I do think she would like kind of purse her lips and twirl her umbrella that's always like perpetually perched on her shoulder and just That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna
do it.
I'm gonna show him some stuff.
Okay, so 8 is a mixed success according to the adjusted difficulties. A partial hit.
Yes.
And I'm just going to look up.
So with an upstage partial success, you choose one from the upstage list. So you can either have them focus all their attention on you, take something from them, force a hesitation, error, or overreaction, protect yourself or avoid consequences, or protect someone or something else.
I mean, I think the correct answer is protect someone or something else, and that is the boat full of my friends.
I think that would be a correct answer.
I'm going to protect the boat full of my friends. And here's what I'm going to do. Have any of you seen the 1941 Disney film Dumbo?
Yeah.
You know it. One of my favorite movies. Used to watch it 3 times a day as a child.
So you, of course, know the part where Dumbo has a wild hallucination of the pink elephants on parade.
Who could forget?
Literally the only part of the movie that I wouldn't watch. I'd run away crying.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was terrified of that part as a child.
Very, traumatic. Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of very much what I'm going for, is kind of this, like, neon laser show, like Pixie Nightmare.
Okay.
Of just, like, little Mimis appearing and being weird little cartoons and being super annoying. And they're made out of lasers. So it's just, like bright blue light outlines just being like, flying around and being brats.
Wow.
I know they probably wouldn't have, like, your voice because that's not part of your powers, but I do imagine them being, like, little Navis in this person's face.
Hey, what you doing? Hey!
The Mimi pipeline to, hey! Like, that's very real.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. What if the Oracle makes, like, these tiny portals so Mimi can, like, speak through them to where her projections are?
Hey, stop it!
Isn't your visual flare also just, like, circles? So there's, like, weird, like, golden magical circles just pulsating all over.
Yeah, so that's even more light pollution in their eyes, like, messing up whether they're looking.
Yeah. I mean, he's just shouting things like, hey, stop it! Hey, that's not okay! Stop it! Cut it out!
And Thunder Squall's just, like, trying to swat at them, like, oh my god, yeah, get out of my face, what are you doing? Ah!
No! You get out of my face!
No, you!
No, you!
No, you!
No, you!
You're just having a slap fight with this grown man with your little projections.
But he can never hit you.
It's just lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's trying because he's got super speed. He can try to hit, but they're just light, so his hand just keeps going through them.
He can't do it.
It's like swatting at laser flies.
Although, first let's go for the good part of this.
Yeah.
You succeed at what you wanted to. You are going to protect someone or something else. You are going to protect your friends in the boat. And I can't remember. Did you say you're all still in the boat?
I was flying outside the boat.
Yeah, the rest of us are, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Aaron, you don't need to be this way.
Do it.
Aaron.
I've been eager. To pull some shit. You've been doing so well so far.
Nobody likes an adversarial GM, Aaron.
Yeah, take it from Kat. See, this is why I never GM.
Hey, Kat, how's Alexander Six doing?
This is why I never GM, because I'm such a good person.
This is why I encourage this, because I'm not a hypocrite.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, look.
All GMs are sick. You heard it here.
It's just me behind my microphone with my hands up like the sickos.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the caption is just GMs.
Am I in trouble?
Anyway. Not just yet. The boat is going to get through this storm cloud because you are interfering with this man's efforts enough that there's a lot of like dissipation of like cloud matter and like less lightning going on. So there is like an obvious hole that opens up in this wall that the boat is able to fly through.
Yay.
Woohoo!
However, Mimi not on boat. Mimi flying outside boat.
Mimi's flying.
And one of the consequences of being outside the boat is the hole is only big enough for boat. And there's still lots of lightning elsewhere around where the hole is.
Uh-oh.
And so I think you are just going to get hit by stray lightning bolt, and that is going to send you plummeting quite quickly down towards the ground below. And I'm going to have you mark a condition for that.
Oh boy.
I mean, this is the magic test, so marking miserable is a bad choice, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Teeth!
What?
I think I'm going to mark angry.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Mimi Angie.
A teacher shouldn't be hitting their students with lightning.
You're right.
For sure.
That's not okay.
What is this, America? Corporal punishment? What the fuck?
Yes.
Like, to be fair, this is Magical Girl rules, so you are not in, like, mortal danger from this. But still, it's not nice.
It's the morality of it.
It's the principle.
I'm gonna whip a can at him.
Yeah.
Somebody give me a can.
If you want to, you can.
I definitely think Natalie is going to try to protect Mimi. I don't know how. I guess, like, reaching out with telekinesis or something, maybe to, like, just completely stop her from, like, actually, like, crashing or anything. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how best to, like, which move I should use in this case. I mean, it is an extension of
I think
magic,
probably,
but...
probably, like, flourish or freestyle magic, whichever. Because I think the only other one would be, like, an upstage, because that provides an option to protect someone.
Right.
But it's not so much that you're interfering in this case.
Yeah, I'm not interfering. It already happened, but just like, oh no, I must protect.
Yeah, but if you're using your magic to do this, I think probably a flourish will do that pretty easily.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So I just want to, I guess, telekinetically grab Mimi out of the air and bring her back to us. Yes.
Nice.
My hero!
All right.
Yes.
All
So
right. And actually, before you do this, let me just look at your... Okay, never mind. You're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So with rolling with magic, that's plus... okay, 8. Thank goodness.
Okay. So on an 8, you achieve what you wanted with a downside. What downside would you like?
Yeah, I don't have any conditions marked at the moment. I don't know how that happened. But I think...
You did very well in the first half of the test.
Yeah. I think that it's probably happening so, like, quickly, and it wasn't, like, a planned move to do, because, like, we were planning to do something else in case this didn't work. So I think that, I think we're going to mark a condition. And as for which one, I think that we're going to have, I think perhaps Natalie is now a little, I'm trying to choose between nervous or unfocused.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You psychically touched Mimi and her chaotic pixie energy has worn off on you.
I think
I kind of like that as flavor, actually. If your like telekinesis touches Mimi's fear in that moment, I could see it like rubbing off his nervousness.
Yeah. So I'll mark nervous.
But yes, you do manage to catch Mimi telekinetically before she goes splat on the highway down below.
Yeah. Good.
Do I still mark the condition, by the way?
You do, yes. Unfortunately, since it's more the emotional fear than the hitting the pavement, and also the lightning
and the anger.
Yeah.
And the anger. So yes. Anyway, you've got Mimi. She is still on the other side of the thundercloud behind you, though. Yeah. So now you're just kind of holding her there.
Okay, how do we get Mimi back to us?
Well, I could probably fly around it, huh?
Yeah, now that you're, like...
Down on ground?
Not, like, discombobulated by lightning. You could probably fly now again.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll, like, fly along the ground real quick. Like, whip past some trees. Go like...
Yeah, and you do catch, like, sight of Thunder Squall on your way as you go.
I whip a can at him. I'm mad.
Were you holding again?
It is... No, I probably wasn't. I fell.
Maybe it's a street can.
I left the cans in the boat. I'm just like, where are my cans? Oh, darn it. This guy needs a can in the head so bad, and I don't have one.
We'll get him when we get back to school.
Okay.
I was going to ask you to roll for it, but I do very much want him to get hit in the head, especially since he's got a helmet. He's not going to be hurt.
Okay.
So I'll let you have that one. You
I have a can.
Monster energy.
It is,
You haven't done a fruit punch one. You've done mango.
I haven't, no. This is just like a fruit uppercut. It is fruit uppercut. It is Mimi's least favorite flavor. It is the one that she is most willing to use as a weapon. And she does, in fact, whip it at the teacher.
We love a fruppercut.
While shouting, hey, it's not okay!
Yeah, I guess as you're whipping past him, are you going back up or just flying around along the ground still?
I'm gonna go back up once I'm on the other side of the cloud. Or if the teacher tries to chase me.
Until you go up, he probably will, like, speed after you and follow you and been like, maybe if you'd taken my class, you wouldn't have gotten hit.
You can't hit students with lightning, you jerk!
It's part of my job, literally!
I wish I had another can!
No, okay. Mimi reaches out and starts grabbing pine cones from trees and whipping them. And she
Nice.
starts pelting it with pine cones. Like, it's just really...
He will be able to dodge those, I think, but I think, like, he can't get at you at this point. He's not going to hit you again. You've gotten past his wall. I think that's, like, the signal for him to actually let you go by.
And then I go catch up to my...
Yay.
Catch up to my friends.
All right.
I want to give Mimi a hug and say welcome back.
can't believe he hit me with a lightning. That's not okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him.
Just imagining Mimi's hair like slightly singed and smoking.
Mimi like tears up and was like,
I got him with a can, though.
Aw.
Yeah.
Good
Come here,
job.
come here. I'll fix your hair.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Aw.
Everybody else okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
thanks
you.
to you. You did a great job.
We did it together.
We did, but you did, like, really, really good.
When we get back to school, I'm gonna put tax on his chair.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we'll think about it.
Maybe I'm just in a bad mood right now.
The Oracle is going to show Mimi like a tiny thing of super glue in her palm, in their palm, before just like making it disappear up their sleeve.
I almost wonder if that's a moral support. That is a supportive action in this context.
I'm willing to roll. That's fine.
yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
What the Oracle is effectively saying is, I hear what you're saying, I understand your frustrations, and if you want to act on those frustrations, I'm with you. That's moral support.
9.
Nice.
Nice.
So on a hit, both of you gain 1 sync with each other.
Yay.
And if
Yay.
Mimi opens up to the Oracle, she may clear a condition, shift attributes, or mark experience.
I would love to clear angry because charm is one of my good stats.
There you go.
I thought you might like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with. Oh, I was at 0 sync with the Oracle, so let's mark some up there.
Yay.
I think Mimi does a little sniffle and she's like,
There's a lot of things we can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not right to hit your students with lightning.
You're right.
And I don't like trees and bugs and bears and lightning. Thanks for helping me be annoying to him.
Anytime.
We're gonna be even more annoying in the future together.
And the Oracle smiles and winks.
yeah, Mimi is no longer angry. Like the prospect of revenge has completely distracted her from her rage.
This is entirely in character as well for her. I can't see Mimi angry for very long at a time.
Yeah, no. It doesn't usually happen. Oh, he's getting so many thumbtacks and super glues.
So after you finish up with Thunder Squall and get past this wall of lightning, also you do see, as you start to move out, you see like a little hole open up in the bottom of the cloud down below you, and your agent's car drives through it. Because the teacher is still letting regular traffic through down below now that there's no more idle battle going on. But yes, now you are able to head out as normal, unimpeded again, and it does look like you don't have really any more trouble heading up the rest of the road towards the end point of your journey, which is the Hale Creek wreck site,
Now,
right across the bay from Long Island.
if I remember right, and I mean, there's every possibility that I don't, but if I remember right, the performance site is on the island, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yes.
on the island.
But it has to be visible from the wreck site.
It does.
I mean, that's why we have lights, right?
It
So we
doesn't have to be a musical
Mhm.
performance. It just has to be a magical performance.
Which could mean light show.
I will say, as you're talking about this, you're discussing your ideas for what the show is going to be. As you're getting closer to the wreck site, you're getting closer to the shore of the lake. You see there's already a bit of a light show going on over the water of the lake.
Someone beat us?
I mean, it wasn't a race.
Indeed, it seems they might have.
It wasn't
It was
a
a
race.
race.
It wasn't a race.
It wasn't a race,
Aaron
but someone
so
did beat you here.
Clearly said it was not a race.
It is not a race, but someone did beat you.
Wow.
But it's not a show of somebody performing. It is clearly some type of magical combat going out, and it is over the surface of the lake. It is not on either shore. It is happening out in between shores.
Oh. Maybe we can sneak
Can
past
we see
them.
who it is?
Yeah.
Indeed. As you get closer to the shore of the lake and you look out to see like these flashes of light and color, and what look like walls of energy popping up here and there to block shots and whatnot. You see some familiar faces. Some will be familiar to you, the players, because, surprise, surprise, the group that has beaten you here is, in fact, Strikers.
Strikers!
They are out in the middle of the lake on a boat, and you can see on the shore at the rec site, there are a few different boats there that are presumably to allow students who can't fly to get across the lake. So they have taken the boat out across the water, but of course there is one last obstacle between them and the island, and that is the final teacher in your way. And this is a teacher you do recognize, and it's not someone you would have for regular classes again, but it is someone you've seen more frequently, because she does drop in on just about every magic class fairly frequently. It is the head of Starview Academy's magic department, Claire Forte. She is a very powerful psychic with telekinesis, levitation, and psychic construct abilities. And she's got, she's basically an anime cool girl. She's got, kind of chin length purple hair with, the bang over the one eye. She's got golden eyes. She's got a cool, trench coat look happening.
Oh, no.
Get a personality.
Black turtleneck.
She does sound extremely cool.
And she does have that, again, very anime, the purple flame coming out of the one eye that's covered by the bangs.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
She's a very nice lady. She's just extremely extra, and you can probably tell this is, a fantasy that she's had since she was a teenager that she is living in.
What is it, a chunival? Is that what it is? Oh, no.
I think that you can see the Oracle is, visibly, fan personing over this. Yeah, fanning over this.
Yeah, so Natalie is internally also doing that, but
yeah, she's very powerful, she's very well known, and she does command a lot of respect at the school. Students will make fun of her a bit behind her back because of her being as extra as she
Not
is.
us.
But, nobody can speak against her skills, basically.
No, Satellite, I think I speak for everyone when I say no one in Satellite makes fun of her.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think we do that. I think we're all for it.
Extra? Yes,
I don't think
please.
making fun of her for being extra is our style. Our band name is
look at you
emojis.
Yeah. No leg to stand
we
on.
don't. Yeah, we don't really have the high ground. Even if we wanted to make fun of her, which we don't. But we don't have the high ground.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to fly up to the boat.
I think if you want to try and do that, you will find a psychic wall that comes up between you and the boat.
Yeah, okay. So I'm flying up, and I'm just shouting "Hey, Allie, how'd you get here so fast? You drive way too..." Ow. Hey,
Allie calls out behind you little busy right now. Also, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. She shouts out, letting forth a sonic scream towards Claire Forte. That is one of Allie's powers, so that's her main method of fighting in this battle right now.
I tried to tell Allie she drives too fast, but I bonked into a wall.
She does drive too fast, you're right.
It's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should try to help them, or do you think they're okay?
I think they're okay. What if we go underwater around this fight?
Underwater?
That's clever.
Yeah. That way we kind of avoid them seeing us, and then we get there first.
how would we avoid drowning is the question.
A combination of weather control and force fields. We create a submarine situation.
A bubble. We turn this boat into a bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
You make a submersible instead of a ship.
Mimi, can you do that?
I mean, probably.
Okay, and if there's any leakage, I could at least probably force the water out of anything or something like that.
Yeah. Bubble boat, bubble boat.
Wait. Okay. Actually, sorry, double checking. Have we used all of our teleportations? Weren't we not saving a teleportation like towards the end?
You did save a little bit for the end.
Is it enough to get us there? Like across the water?
Yeah, you probably could.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then fuck it. Yeah, let's just teleport over.
Yeah, you have the GoPro has been going the whole time. You have proof that you had enough teleport miles left.
Good catch. Yeah, thank you, Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go from shore to shore.
Let's go!
Yeah. And I'm not going to ask you to roll for that because that's a very basic teleport move and it's not a very far distance. So, congratulations, you use a teleport portal and you go across the bay. You're on the stage. Yes, congratulations.
First.
We did it. All right.
Woo! It wasn't a race, but you did get there first.
We cannot stress enough. It was not a race, but we did get there first.
Yes, you find like staff waiting for you on the stage being like, congratulations, you didn't win, but you did get here first, so congratulations.
Wait, why didn't we win?
Because we haven't done our performance yet.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, though, as you get across the bay, you see that this psychic battle is still going on. And as the teacher, as Claire, is creating a ball of psychic energy to shoot at strikers, Alley Cat lets out another sonic scream. And it goes straight for the energy ball in such a way that as Claire shoots it at her, something unexpected happens. The sonic scream hits this psychic energy ball in such a way that it interferes with the frequency of the construct. And suddenly, this construct is much larger than it was before. It is glowing with white-hot violet energy. And it is hanging in the air directly above all of the people on the lake. And Cosmeaux Natalie,
yes,
this is a very familiar sight to you. Because this looks a bit like a giant meteor crashing towards the lake.
Oh, the dream. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
The scream has pushed the ball a bit further up into the air, so it's not immediately coming right down on everybody right this second. But it is going to do so very shortly.
Okay, and, well, at this point, we're all on the stage, so are we also in danger?
No, you're not. Only strikers and potentially Claire are in danger at the moment.
Okay. So, I guess I'll...
So you are quite, you are away from this battle at the moment. They are, directly, in the middle of the two shores, basically.
So, the dilemma of the dream is not come to fruition because we are safe, but... Natalie does have to think about whether or not...
Yeah, you have managed to divert from that point of the dream, but there is still a danger present. You have essentially made a choice without realizing it. I will say you probably do not have much time to discuss this.
Yeah, I guess, goodness, and, with being nervous is not helpful in this situation. I want to say that she's gonna do something to thwart this, but I'm not sure what is a good idea. It is definitely cosmic something or other, right? It looks cosmic.
Yeah, definitely psychic energy, and that is adjacent to your powers. Actually, you have telekinesis, so that's part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But cosmic for sure, I think, could factor in there as well.
Okay.
Cosmic energy, psychic energy, kind of all pulls from a similar well of energy, I feel like.
Okay, so I think... Can we make a shield or portal, and then I think Natalie would want to, try to force the... Goodness, because it's there's two ways. There's try to block the thing, but also try to move everyone else out of the way.
I have got, if you will accept it, a pitch.
Okay.
Because I feel like, Cat feels like, I don't think Mimi's capable of this thought. But Cat feels like if we save the day in a very flashy fashion, that will also count as the final part of our exam.
Ooh.
Oh, that is very true. Yeah.
if there's some way for the Oracle to use a portal to get it super high into the air, and for the rest of us to somehow explode it in a flashy fashion, like trigger it.
Ooh.
Maybe Wendy could do a lightning at it or something. That would look rad and save the day, and we would be the coolest. That is my pitch.
I'm into it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
Wendy?
Yeah.
I'm down.
So the Oracle starts, like, creating the biggest portal they've ever made, like, underneath this this energy ball, so that it's kind of like facing towards outer space when it comes out the other end of the portal.
Ooh. Well, that's a big magic.
I think for her part in this, Mimi is going to make, like, what looks like a planetarium dome over the strikers and the teacher to kind of, after the portal has been made, just in case some debris hits them, which I do not
Makes
want.
sense.
Good idea.
Yeah. And I think Natalie is going to try to, like, help to move it kind of in the way that, you know, best suits, like, the situation, if that makes sense. Like, try to make sure that it doesn't move in any other way, like, just exactly how we want it to. Yeah. Like, be the hypothetical pool cue that shoots it into the corner pocket that is the Oracle's portal.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that visual.
That kind of idea.
Wendy, you gotta pop it.
Okay. Oh, boy.
All right.
I'm nervous to do this.
So this is sounding like a big ensemble performance for sure.
Yeah.
And so let's see what would be the best thing to roll this with. I think, again, in the spirit of the rules, like, it's not necessarily automatically a magic roll just because you're using your magic. The intent matters as well.
Yeah.
I think because this is, like, a protective, supportive thing that you are doing, I would argue that this is harmony.
Okay.
Yes,
Mimi's-
okay, I agree.
Mimi's best stat.
Ayumi agree, but Natalie is not very happy with this.
I mean, harmony is my best
Does anybody
stat.
have a counter pitch?
I mean, I'm down for harmony.
Let's do harmony.
Harmony
I would also love
makes
to see
sense.
harmony.
I want to argue against it, but harmony makes sense, and so I have to accept it.
Yeah, well, this is something we all have to agree on, so I want to make sure.
No, I agree. As a player, I agree. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I think we are going to do this as a harmony roll then. So in that case, the questions become, does any participant have +2 or higher in harmony at the
Heck
moment?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
+3.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Come on, Powerhouse.
Mimi lives to teamwork
This is your wheelhouse.
and to whip pine cones at people.
Get 'em.
But that's kind of a newly discovered wheelhouse.
Do all participants have +1 or higher in harmony?
No,
Like, does anyone have lower than that?
I have -2 in harmony.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Ayumi.
Does more than one participant have 0 or lower in this attribute?
No.
I think it's just me, right?
Like, is Ayumi the only one who has a
I
0 or lower?
believe So.
Yeah, no, I got 2.
I also have 2.
Okay, so it's just Ayumi. So you won't get a subtraction for that, at least. We already know that you all have at least one sync with each other, so you get another one from that. And are you ill-prepared or off-balance? I would say probably yes, because you have very little time to react to this, and this is a very
very
this is a very quick on-the-fly
That's a good
solution
point,
you're
yeah.
coming up with.
Natalie was shown this in a prophetic dream.
Oh, true.
This is true, but also Natalie definitely did not tell anyone else about it.
Fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'll try and give you some other benefit for having seen the stream after this roll.
Okay.
How about?
Yeah.
So for now, we'll subtract 1 for that, and you will be rolling this with a +1 total.
Who wants to roll?
Who would like to do the honors?
Cat?
I can do it. I will do it. I will roll it. 2d6 +1. Activate. 9.
Okay.
Not bad.
9. And you are allowed to spend sync on this.
I'll spend a sync.
Nice.
All right. Who are you spending sync
I think with Mimi, I'm like almost max with her. So yeah, I think that the Oracle. Yeah, what's like a good sync like snapshot here with Mimi?
Basically, yeah, like what are you doing to aid Mimi specifically as part of this?
So Mimi's creating this like shield over the people in the water. So I think that the Oracle is trying to like shift the portal because they know that Cosmeaux Natalie will be moving the magical ball towards the portal anyway. Kind of in such a way that it's not like directly over the people in the water.
Yeah. It's all about faith in your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that there's less likely to be
Exactly,
debris.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. That would take it to a 10 then.
Does that mean we succeed beyond all expectations and gain a critical opportunity?
It just very well might. Yeah. So basically, yeah, your plan, you react very quickly and look between each other in that like knowing way. You get the cool anime split screen where everybody's eyes show up on screen at once like,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
And you have, again, you have the shield pop up over everybody on the lake. You have the portal pop up above that. And it was Cosmeaux Natalie, you're directing the energy ball towards the portal like a ball in the pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the members of Strikers below are bracing themselves underneath the shield just in case. And Claire is starting to move to try and reinforce the psychic shield as well to give that extra, like, reinforcement. Like, the ball is too big for her to control at this moment, but she can try to help block at least. But, as it turns out, that is not needed, because Oracle's portal grows so large so rapidly that it is able to encompass this entire gigantic glowing sphere that is guided directly in, again, like a perfect final shot of a pool game, and pops out the other side of the other giant portal. In, did you say basically orbit?
Yeah, close enough so that people can still see it when it explodes. So it's like cool and yeah.
Okay. So, high in the sky. Maybe it appears about the same size as the sun,
Ooh.
maybe. And as this giant glowing ball of energy hangs in the sky, like a sundog reflection across the sky, Wendy, you can take aim at this thing.
Yeah. Very, like, indicative of any sort of, like, light show or anything where you do have, like, performers. I do think Wendy is going to, like, essentially power pose with, like, one finger up and try to channel, basically try to serve as kind of like a lightning rod, like channel any and all lightning that could still be left over in the atmosphere towards herself, so then she can like shoot it up at this asteroid. Which I feel like that's maybe a magic roll. I don't know. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm still counting this as part of the ensemble performance. You're going to succeed.
Oh, cool. Then yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was so nervous because I thought I had to roll again. I was like, oh my god, please. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. And like, if there was an orchestral accompaniment, there would be like a huge like soul of music. It's just boom, it like shatters. And I think, like I said, it in very much in line with Satellite and our more cosmic members. It all like rains down as this shimmering like stardust, basically, that I think is like playing off of all the lights from that are still just kind of like, I mean, there's a bunch of chaos going on, so all the stardust and the lights.
Yeah, no, you definitely get like the air filled with sparkles that are like reflecting off the surface of the lake as well, so you get this beautiful like refractive like rainbow type effect happening as well all around you everywhere. It is quite literally magical.
I want to whisper to Cosmeaux Natalie, hey, what if you use your telekinesis so that some of the sparkles form our emojis?
You're a genius. Yes. So G does exactly that. Yes.
I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Okay, perfect.
And from across the bay, back over at the wreck site, very far away, but you can still hear it, the distant sounds of thunderous applause from the staff members who are across
My
the other side of
favorite
the
sound
lake.
in the whole world.
Yeah.
You also eventually hear some smaller, but even more grateful applause from the boats out in the middle of the lake as strikers are applauding for you as well. Eventually, Claire is able to help them row back across the rest of the lake too, where the stage is. I think after this much excitement, she's not gonna bar their way for much longer. Strikers come over to you, and Allie sighs and is like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I saw my life flash before my eyes there for a sec there. Oh, I know. I'm pretty sure Miss Forte wouldn't have let us die, but I would hope." And she looks over at Claire, who's like, "Yeah, I would have done something. Yeah, but it still would have been very bad if you hadn't done that."
What the hell?
You're okay.
Yeah.
Natalie definitely does a hair flip and it's like, don't mention it. Not a problem.
I'm glad you all made it, though.
I mean, we did get here first, but I'm glad you got here eventually.
What?
Yeah, well, we would have gotten here first if we hadn't gotten waylaid, you know?
Because you drive too fast.
We got to the lake first.
Yeah.
You did.
That's what I was trying to say when I got bonked.
The quietest member of Strikers speaks up at that killer shot. They say very quietly, we can call it a tie.
Yeah. I can't wait to see your show.
Whatever makes you feel better.
Thanks. We're really looking forward to yours too.
Your oracle's teeth gritting in the background.
The Oracle's like, you can call it a tie. I won't.
Exactly.
Actually, I think if you're looking closely enough, you can see Killer Shot blushing as they're talking to Mimi.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Yes, they are.
Maybe has no clue.
That's so fair. Honestly, that makes it better for me, the person.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will do great.
No doubt, says Spinner Sparrow, who does a little wave, yeah, we got this, and a gruff big boy nod from Armstrong, yeah.
Hey, Miss Forte, do we pass?
Miss Forte gives you what looks like a blank, hard look for a moment before her face breaks out into that familiar warm smile that you know very well.
Oh,
and
yay.
the flame in her eye dies down as she smiles at you and says, "I think you have a pretty good shot, you know? Something tells me."
Okay, I'm sorry I threw a can at your colleague.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure Roy was asking for it.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And I'm preemptively sorry for lots of other stuff, too.
I'm sure we'll be reviewing some of the footage from the test today, but I think you have less to worry about than you give yourself credit for.
Good.
I've seen all of you grow quite a lot over the course of this first year. It's honestly been a treat to watch both of you and all of our other groups who are still on their way all throughout this year. It's been a very talented crop of students this year.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's great.
Mm-hmm. It's what I love about this job, honestly.
I also love a world where every, first day of the quarter, something like that, Michelle walks into the class with just a note that's like, "Hi, I'm Michelle Edens, also Mimi. I apologize for anything and everything."
I'm really sorry for the things I did when I was blue.
Aww.
I love that she knows that about herself. Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle is, if nothing else, painfully self-aware.
But yeah, after this, I think what you just did almost counts as your show in and of itself. So I think at this point, you could perform another show if you wanted to, or you could sit back and watch strikers perform, whichever you prefer.
I mean, Natalie would absolutely still want to perform, but it's up to the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Oracle's down.
We can do a boat show.
That'd be fun. And just like stream out maybe like rainbows and lights behind us.
Oh, the GoPro! We have to put on a concert for the GoPro!
Yeah.
Our fans are watching!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If we put the boat in the water, right? And then, Mimi, you use your energy beams, and Cosmeaux Natalie uses their cosmic energy manipulation. Maybe with like, the right angles, it could almost look like a sort of like aurora borealis situation, and then it would reflect off the water as we like sail around.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would be... We could definitely do that.
Because I'm also imagining there's still some like dust in the sky, so we're just going full cosmic moment.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the final like slow pan still shot of what the episode would be like you riding in your boat with this trail of aurora borealis trailing out behind your boat through as you drive through like the sparkly air of the lake around you, everybody smiling and waving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm living.
We're such a good band.
All right, and I think we can probably call that done then.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you so much for listening to Super Idols Blast Off, and thanks to the wonderful cast of today's episode. Mariah/Windy was played by Liv Chavez, who can be found on Blue Sky at livinaday. Michelle/Mimi was played by Leon Richardson, who can be found on Blue Sky at catlinggun. Cherilyn/Cosmeaux Natalie was played by Ayumi Shinozaki, who can be found on Blue Sky at ayusheknows. Namsun/The Oracle was played by Keith Asada, who can be found on Blue Sky at keithasada. And your GM for this miniseries is me, eryncerise. You can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at eryncerise, and you can find more information and art for Super Idols on our website at superidolsrpg.wordpress.com. Dialogue, cleanup editing, and mastering for this miniseries was done by Leon Richardson, with the exception of Episode 1, which was done by eryncerise. Our opening and ending theme is Feel the Gravity by Humans Win, and is under license from Storyblocks.com. Thank you all for listening, stay well, and goodbye until next time.